Hello guys, welcome to Football 90. So we are about to start our third pre-match World Cup show. So before we start off, I'd like the panelists to introduce themselves.
Yeah,
Hi, my name is Roy. Uh, Brazil supporter, but if I had to choose any other team other than Brazil, it has to be England for sure.
hello. This is Siddharth. I'm from Delhi. Yeah, I support Germany, but have a small place in heart for Italy. So I expect Italy to win today.
Hi everyone, my name is Shomo, and I'm the president of Manchester United Fans Club Kolkata, and I'm a supporter of England.
Hi,
Deep Mukherjee.
I'm Aditya. I live in Nottingham. Since I live in Nottingham, you would expect me to support England, so I'm here cheering for England today.
Hi everyone, this is Keddy Mukherjee. I'll be cheering for the Three Lions today. I hope they lift the World Cup at the end of the tournament.
Okay guys, let's start now. So firstly, with reference to what happened in the last Euros, can Andre Pirlo be neutralized? And if yes, then how?
Yeah, I think Andrew Pirlo can be neutralized by pressing hard. You know, Chelsea played Juventus in 2012, sorry. Oscar pressed him hard and he was neutralized fully. So I expect players like Henderson to press him hard. But he doesn't lose the ball too often. That will be a main worry for England. And they have De Rossi and Verratti with partners of Pirlo today. So I expect Italy to have more possession and England to struggle in the midfield section at least.
But that won't be the. Personally, I don't think that's going to happen because of Ross Barkley in the team actually, and Ross Barkley has been playing very well since the last few matches, few pre games, as well as in the few matches of the Premier League too. So I hope England can very well neutralize Italy as well as Adriano.
Uh,
The fact
I
is that Ross Barkley probably won't be starting today.
won't burst.
So for the first half, and the like, because the midfielders of Italy they have really good ball distribution. So I agree that England will struggle in the midfield department today. But what England should be looking for is a quick counter attack and effective finishing. That might just do the trick for the Three Lions today.
Yeah, let's see.
Uh, I just want to a little bit counter on that part. That England, in my opinion, I don't think England is going to struggle a lot in midfield because what England got this time is a perfect balance of experience and young talents. If you look at the team, and uh, and I'm pretty sure that and if you look at Jordan Henderson, right? Like in my opinion, even though I'm a Chelsea fan and I make fun of him all the season, but definitely he's one of very underrated player, and it proves last season what he did for Liverpool. So with Lalana and Sterling on both the wings, and Steven Gerrard and what do you call Jordan Henderson. I think it's a pretty decent midfield England can put, and it all depends on top of that. It all depends on Roy Hodgson and what tactics he's going to employ at the end of the day. Because I hate his tactics, man. Like I hate his gameplay. If they want to be a little bit defensive against Italy, like trust me, they're not going to score a single goal because in my opinion their defense line is way better than us. Like so we have to, if we have to play at least of like 3-3-4 or some sort of formation like that.
Absolutely, and counter attack will be the main key for England this match, or maybe through the entire World Cup actually, because they have got speed, they have got talent, as well as the much of an experience in the midfield with Steven Gerrard and and a powerful forward as in Wayne Rooney. That is what I feel personally.
Well,
Uh,
why?
I
Well, why I
actually,
think,
yeah. Sorry to continue.
yeah, why I think that England will struggle in the midfield department because Marco Verratti, Daniel De Rossi, and Pirlo, they are generally very well in. They have very good ball distribution, and they
Exactly.
play the central midfield role. They have been playing it for a long time now. Whereas the only established central midfielder that who will start for England today will be Steven Gerrard, who will probably start for England. That is, Lalana will play an advanced position, and the other player who are fast will play on the wings. So where Italy will have three midfielders playing in the center of the park. England will have one. So therefore, I expect Italy to have most of the possession in the midfield.
Yes,
Uh,
but we still expect when the entire England team is playing, you expect Leighton Baines on the left hand side and Glenn Johnson on the right. So what do you expect? Being those as the full backs, you can expect a lot amount of an overlap from either ends, which makes the counter attack more strong. Although on the other hand, including the experience of including the experience of Andrea Pirlo, you don't get that speed, I guess. Obviously, with due respect to him and the other supporters of Italy, I don't think you get that amount of speed and stuff. But still, when you get a Gerrard in the midfield who can easily neutralize Pirlo with his own talent and his own metal, you expect other players to come forward. So we are expecting a full house of an pressing football from the very back, which includes Jagielka and Cahill also. And with Sturridge and Lalana, they're playing up front. Obviously, Lalana would be from the right hand side, but Sturridge playing up front along with Rooney in the support. I expect something. I expect something which will not be that vexing actually, because they can really move on.
Actually, I'm expecting England to exploit the width of the field.
Absolutely.
Italy won't be playing with the width. As Di Siglio is out today, I expect Chiellini to be the left back, and Chiellini is not so pacey, and I expect Lalana or Sterling, if he starts, to trouble Chiellini, or even the inexperienced Darmian too. Darmian will be the right back. Uh, England can stretch Italy on the width, and mm, as in the midfield section, they will bypass the midfield section. You expect Gerrard to put a long diagonal over the Italian midfield. That would be the main aim of England, to bypass Italian midfield.
And on
Uh,
the other hand, you don't get Buffon today. Maybe Buffon is injured, so he might be skipping this match. So that's an added advantage on England's part.
But Sirigu is a capable replacement. I don't expect any difference in Buffon or Sirigu. Just
I
the
totally agree with
experience.
you, Siddhartha, that England can exploit Italy on the wings today because the only pacey fullback that Italy have named in the 23-man squad is De Sciglio, who is not available
Yeah,
today,
yeah,
as far as we
yes,
have heard.
yes,
So, and Darmian, like you said, doesn't have that much of World Cup experience or international experience for that matter.
yeah,
Therefore, and considering the pace of Sturridge as the central forward of the,
yes,
he can exploit those channels between the center back and the full back because I
yes.
expect there to be a lot of space between there today because Darmian and Shailene, if he plays as a full back, won't be able to track back as fast.
Yes, true. That's why you expect midfielders to join. Important role of Henderson is today. It will be Henderson. If Henderson starts with Gerrard, that will be the most important. You expect Henderson. If Wilshere or any other midfielder start, it won't be as good midfield for England. I expect Henderson to press the Italian mid back. That will be the main aim.
Okay, guys.
I have to can I interrupt? Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, sure, sure.
Like everyone is talking about Henderson, Lalana, everyone, but people are missing Wayne Rooney here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Wayne
Absolutely.
Wayne
Rooney is very
Wayne
important.
Rooney. Wayne Rooney. I want to remind one thing to you guys. Wayne Rooney didn't score a single goal in last two World Cups combined, zero. And this time with this like a bunch of inexperienced player, it's a lot of pressure will be on Wayne Rooney, even though he had a, I would say, a semi decent season last season with 19 goals, I guess 19 goals and 15 assists he did last season. But he had like on and off forms going on last season with, and even in the, what do you call it, England, if you look at England, like for the in the qualifying stages, what I actually saw is that England scored the third highest goal in Europe after Germany and Netherlands. But against, and out of that 33 goals, they scored 22 goals against teams like Moldova and San Marino. Okay, so they have to score more goals. They have to score more goals. And Italy, Uruguay won't be like San Marino or Moldova. People like players like Wayne Rooney have to step up their game, and a lot of things will be depending on them. Okay, fine. Gerard Henderson, they are going to pass you the ball, but it's up to Sturridge and players like Wayne Rooney who have to finish it, because they like,
Okay,
especially Wayne Rooney.
with respect to Wayne Rooney, what do you think is the right position for him? The number 10 or the left wing, or or up front alone?
Rooney is best at up front alone, I expect, but his the position has been changed too often. I don't expect him to change another one. I expect him to play without behind Sturridge today. So same number 10 position today, but he's better off as a sole striker when he links
Yes.
up with the wing players.
I agree on
Absolutely,
that.
actually, yeah, absolutely. Because if because see, like, just coming back few weeks, few months before, like if you talk about Manchester United, like I have never seen a player who's as committed as Wayne Rooney. Like like that is what I have seen actually. Because when Rooney plays, I've seen him. He has played in each and every position of the field except the goalkeeper. So like he is that committed and he can play on that note on any position available on the turf. But the thing is that today I feel, although his position could have been the best in the upfront, but he'll be helped out with Sturridge, and they'll be interchanging their position or whatever. But I think Sturridge is going to play a bit upfront behind, and Rooney just going to be behind him.
Well, this tracking back capability of Rooney is a really plus point for England. But the fact is that if he tracks back too much, the numbers in the counter attack will be decreasing. Right? If he tracks back to the
Yes.
defense line, and when England counter attack, a player who with attacking capabilities like Wayne Rooney will be absent from the counter attacking
That's
side.
why
Yes.
that's why I
But still,
expect that's why
yeah.
I
Please continue.
expect Roy Hodgson to play extra attacker. Say not Sterling, Welbeck on the left wing today. I expect him to play Welbeck on the left because he can track back. He can help Rooney to stay on the middle line, the half line. So it will help the counter attack more, but it would be better if Sterling is there for more pace.
Yes,
Uh,
and I on the and you have Leighton Baines on the left fullback, and Glenn Johnson on the right fullback. So you know what, these two guys also have a lot of pace in them, and they have that brute power as well as the force. So what they can do is that they're going to push a huge pressure from the either ends. So Rooney is going to be a free player in the just in the middle of the park if it's possible, and he can make a very good distribution, being one of the great schemers of the play of today's game.
Listen, having followed Liverpool throughout last season, I've seen that Glenn Johnson does have attacking capabilities as a fullback, exceptional attacking capabilities as a fullback. But last season, when he tracked back, he was really, really poor as a
Lethargic,
defender. Like
very
he
lethargic.
couldn't put the right tackles in, or he was late in tracking back, and that is something Italy might just be able to exploit. But I'd like to see Glenn Johnson, just crossing the ball early and holding his position, not
but do you
Glenn
behind
think
Johnson
that
like
was
Rooney
never
says.
a Glenn Johnson was never a very good defender, but he was a very good attacking fullback. In last few years, his attacking skills have been overrated because he has found uh, in final third he has been misplacing passes a lot. So that is the main problem where it Liverpool were facing last season when he lost the ball, he couldn't track back and conceded the goal. Liverpool. That is the main problem of Glenn Johnson. He's a very
So
good.
mm, so do you
He is
think England needs someone like Milner in the right midfield so that he
no
could
no 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 no
compensate and
no. Still, I think Glenn Johnson is their best right back. Uh,
in this
it's
squad
been
actually.
yes
in this
in the
squad
squad.
because Mikel Richards have been off form and injury plagued and also like Johnson is like the only option England have right now, but he's not the
Can
best
I
option I believe.
no,
can I interrupt? Sorry about that. Can I interrupt just
no, my
like
point was that can we have James James Milner in the right wing so that he could track back and help Glenn Johnson.
Ha- then they will lose panache in the final third. If Lanana doesn't play, then they will might lose some creativity.
Okay.
if it had been any other team, I don't think Glenn Johnson would have made it to the squad. Honestly speaking, it's a brutal fact.
That is true. That is true.
That is true.
A
That
brutal
is true.
fact. Okay, and we don't have any other option other than Glenn Johnson. So we have
Exactly. He's not the best option. The only available option.
that's the only option we have. And honestly speaking, like we have to accept the fact that he's gonna play, and he passed his prime way long back. You know, like way long back, he passed his prime. And let's see what our midfield have to give, because at least we can all depend on what do you call it, Gary
Actually,
Cahill and Jagielka.
England doesn't have to worry about Glenn Johnson in this match at least because Italy doesn't have width. They don't have. They don't won't be playing with width today. It would be Marquisio who will coming inside, and Kandreva would be behind Balotelli. Both of them would be behind Balotelli. It would be a Christmas tree formation, if you have to say, 4-3-2-1.
And I don't think even I don't think
Completely.
that Italy is like that brutal right away, because
Yeah,
right now Italy is not that brutal actually, because that is what he said, that Italy doesn't have the width. And you know what, when you're playing with a single striker up front, or you do not have that width in the game, you do not you get attacked by players in the midfield, or maybe just lower on the Italian third half. So what you see is like much of a Jagielka and Cahill doing the work with, with
I think
much better work actually.
Jagielka and Cahill might find difficult to control Balotelli if he links up with Marquisio well. Balotelli and Marquisio link up very well. It was you could see that in the qualifiers too. Uh, that would be the main problem: how to control Balotelli. Balotelli is very dangerous player and also unpredictable.
He is
Can I?
unpredictable, but I don't think he's that dangerous, because okay, he is one of the prime strikers of a country with a country as Italy, who has just won the World Cup like 2 years back. The last World Cup they have won, but still, you know what? I don't think Balotelli is that much of a dangerous of a player. But still, when he's in the top squad, and he's going to be a part of the game, and everyone is like comparing him with Rooney and the brute force that he has. But I still think Rooney would have the upper hand if it comes to the match reading and the match capabilities, and it's working out. But still, let's see what happens. But I don't think Balotelli would be a huge threat for us today.
Okay, if
Yes,
Can
I
I
agree
say
here that
something?
the English centre halves today will be supported heavily by Steven Gerrard. So I don't think they'll be finding Balotelli as easily as you'd expect. And even if when they find Balotelli would still have a tough time coping with the experience of Cahill and Jagielka put together.
Can
yeah,
I
You can't
say
count the English
that
centre halves out. Yes, Balotelli,
in my
he knows.
opinion, I think Italy got a very organized team. It's like very
yes,
organized.
very
and
organized.
and one thing you can't deny the fact that in 2012 they went to the finals. Okay, England even though I support England, I would say that okay, it wasn't as humiliating as 2010 World Cup, but still it wasn't anywhere near, the performance was anywhere near compared to Germany, Portugal, or Italy or Spain. It was anywhere near that. And another thing I want to remind you guys that Italy had a very good what do you call, qualifications. You know, like when the qualification
Yes.
they had been very good, and they already qualified to the World Cup sparing like 1 or 2 matches in their hand. Whereas like England, like who were the like toughest counterpart? Ukraine. They were
Ukraine.
literally struggling. They were literally struggling with them. Let's be honest. Let's be brutal honest with that. Okay. So when I'm talking about organized team, like organized, even okay, every time, every World Cup, like, look at the last 3 World Cups. England team has been the best in on paper, but when it comes to the ground, when it comes to the playing on the ground, do they have like that organization as like other teams? I don't think so. What it is needed for England is that for Roy Hodgson is to make a team that is comfortable enough, that suits with each other, and that is more organized. You should win the matches, you know, like that's what I mean. Like look at like for Italy, their defense is so organized, their midfield is so organized. Even players like Balotelli, they also score a shit ton of goals. Like that's how organized they are.
See, the
Like
last time,
Balotelli is
I
going to score
completely
because he's the sole striker out there, so he's going to score, and that's for granted. But you know what? In this time, England's team has the has a best part in it, which comprises of the stability in the squad in terms of experience with obviously with Rooney and Gerrard, and they have a huge youth power in the entire team, and that is what I think will make the difference this time, because Hart has been also very consistent with his performance. Although there are issues with Hart playing in matches and conceding pretty easy goals with Manchester City,
Hart was like, good
obviously.
in second half.
Yes,
Hart
yes.
was Hart was good in second half. Yeah, I do
Yes,
agree on that.
yes. So Hart is also a part. Hart is going to be a major part of in the team, and I think England's going to pull this up today. Absolutely.
see, the
If I
last
can,
time the
if
two sides
I
met in
bring up
the
a,
At least no matter what, Joe Hart is like 1,000 times better than Robert Green. They're
Oh
like,
yes, I know. Yeah, we all know what Robert Green did last year with US with that Patrick Dempsey shot.
yeah. So yeah,
You
see, the
guys
if I
last
haven't
time
bring
the
up a
two
stat,
sides met.
talking about.
if we bring up stat, since Prandelli has become the Italian coach, Italy has lost only 2 matches
exactly.
in a
See, but
competitive.
when the last time the two sides met back in Euro 2012, the match actually boiled down to penalties. So I think that Italy will not have it easy this time as well, because even
Ah,
though they are an organized side, England have
this this
more
match
tools.
will
Which
be this match will have the, you can say, very less goals, 1 or 2 goals max. I expect that. 1 or 2 max. It would be a draw 1-1, or it would be a 1-0 to England, 1-0 to Italy.
No, I really think that Roy Hudson needs to attack. Like seriously, you can't play that crappy football against Italy. Like seriously,
Italy
they're like
plays, if you can say, crappy football. Italy have a very organization, very good organized team to play a crappy football. England don't have that organization to play that crappy football.
yeah, if they really want, they can
I think
field
I
six
agree with
center
you
backs,
guys.
right? A
It,
six-man defense. They can do that.
Italy is
England
the
can't.
most organized team.
So, like, if
and
Italy get the lead today, I
Yeah,
expect them to hold on
that
to
was
it.
right.
They won't go for a second or third. If they can get it, it'll be great for them. But I think what they'll want to do is get England out of the game early, because
Yeah,
Italy is a
Adit
side
was
which is very
speaking
hard to score against.
I think
and
Adit.
Italy are the most organized squad, and that's what's going to be the most important for England, to press them high up the pitch, pin them back, because Italy is so organized. There's no way you can counter attack against Italy and score, because they always have 3 centre back, 2 wing backs, which keep their goalkeeper safe. Don't let shots come in, and yeah,
If
the only way England getting past is pressing them high up the pitch, pinning them back to their own box.
Italy have lost Montalivo, I think that would be setback for them, but they do have quality in their midfield still.
They have also lost Buffon because that's in the news right now. Buffon is out of
Totally.
out of today's match actually, and
I
he's not going to be a part. Maybe they're expecting that he has got some serious injury on his arm. Okay, but still, okay. See, everyone knows Italy because of their defense, because of those Maldinis and Nestas and everyone else. But still, I don't think Italy has that defense quality in them that they used to have with Maldini and Nesta. So I expect okay, obviously the players they have in that's what Aditya said, that players they always have got three players always standing there, and they don't let the goalkeeper do much of the work because they take almost entire of the defensive load. But still, when you have some good wings, the wingers. See, the wingers are those who really understands the major part of the game. Like they know how they're going to overrun the opponent and how they're going to make a huge change from the either ends. So they can really make a difference. And Sturridge and Rooney being one of those lethal forwards, I think they can pull it up today. Absolutely, they can.
See,
And another thing I want to add is that, like, I hope all of you guys saw the match yesterday, like the Netherlands versus Spain.
Yeah, who didn't?
Like, everyone saw that match, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So did you see the transformation of Netherlands from first half to second half? Did you guys see the transformation? First half, they were like playing with, like, they were so slow, they were not counter-attacking, they were lazy and that. Second half, they were lethal. They were damn good.
Actually,
They were so fast in
because they got a
counter-attacking.
goal just before halftime, that they had a higher morale going into
Absolutely.
the second half. And
Actually,
another thing is that
many,
Louis
many,
Van Gaal,
Louis Van Gaal,
had a plan B. I hope Roy Hodgson have a plan B like Louis Van Gaal had one.
Louis Van Gaal saw what you say, uh, a problem in Spanish defense. There was two Spanish defense, PK and Ramos. They were too far wide.
Yeah,
Robin
that's
was running at them at pace, and they were
so
struggling.
if we cut through the first goal, we see that Robin Van Persie got in between the two center halves.
Yes,
There was
there
so
was
much space
space.
between Van Persie and Ramos, and Van Persie and PK, and
Yes.
nobody tracked him as he got into the box. He was free to put that amazing header.
Ramos slept.
Whatever he did after that, that was like mere something called a sweet. That was something else. Chalo, whatever he did, yeah, whatever he did after getting the ball from his end, actually, that was really sweet. But the thing is that Louis Van Gaal did the difference. I think he's the one who did the difference because he
That's what, yeah.
two things.
That's
He
what
encashed
that I expect Roy Hodgson to do today. Like,
Yes.
suppose, God forbid, if he concede early goal, I hope he have that, like, he observed those flaws and he changes it like right away. That's what I mean to say. Like, you can't, like, like concede one goal and go back to defense again. You have to, like, switch your position, switch your pace and everything. You have to keep all those in
The
mind.
only thing with Spain is that I mean the only thing not with Spain, I would say the only thing with Ramos is that he needs to understand the difference between a Champions League and a World Cup. You know, in the Champions League he headed down 2 goals, and that is what he did. Like, he headed down 2 goals, he ran down to the opponent third, and he just headed them down. But I don't think he just mesmerized the squad, the team, the supporters, everything out during that match. But yesterday, whenever he tried for for moving out of his area and giving off an head, and that resulted in a huge counter attack on the other end, and that has led to that was one of the major reasons for Spain's demise yesterday. Because whatever happened yesterday, it's just not Spain that they lost. It's like the end of an era of some kind of tiki taka, whatever they say that, because that is what happened. Because they really they really just coffined it down because nothing else could have happened yesterday.
Spain didn't
I think
play
the
tiki
game
taka.
yesterday
They were
was- I
Spain
think the
was
game
not playing
was-
their game.
Yes, but they were very poor defensively, and Casillas had an off day to say the least, and that is what resulted in
Leave
5 goals.
Casillas. I think Spain didn't play their game.
At all.
They were playing Costa, who is a target man. They were getting him
Expecting
involved
him to
more.
get false line. I think they should stick to a false nine because I think what happened is that
Palit Pro joined.
planning.
Arko Duti Palit.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm sorry for being a little late. Was watching the game. So who are all out there right now?
Well, we were discussing about England, Italy, but we've shifted a little bit to Netherlands and Spain.
Okay. So who are supporting England tonight?
Me.
Okay, Rajunda and
Yeah, me too, Shomo.
Shomo, Shoradeep, Siddharth.
No, England, Italy.
Okay, finally I've
You
got
got a partner.
someone. A nice T-shirt, Anjanda. Lannister.
That's the reason why I shown you, bro.
Game of Thrones. Come on, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Okay, let's come back to the topic. So what we're discussing right now?
Yeah, it was England, Italy. What do you expect Prandelli to do if the plan A is not working? Like Christmas tree formation is not working, anything changes. I expect him to put two up front like Imbile and Balotelli and bring in Cassano.
Yeah. I think whatever happens today, Immobile will start. He is a certainty to start tonight.
I don't expect him to start.
No,
today.
I expect him to start. And other than that, I think he'll be put up front along with Balotelli for sure.
Why do you think he will start? What makes you think that?
It's perhaps an intuition. In the last practice game, if you had noticed, he played quite well. And
But I think Prandelli will go with his usual team, that is three in the center: Pirlo, Verratti, and De Rossi, and Candreva and Marchisio behind Balotelli.
who's the second goalie, by the way?
Sirigu, PSG goalkeeper.
Okay, it's because
By the way, a small fact. Okay,
Yeah.
Sirigu is the third highest clean sheet in Europe.
So,
Yeah.
it's because of French league. That doesn't matter.
I'm giving you a fact. I'm just giving a fact.
Okay.
I'm just saying that he's not a shit goalkeeper. He's
No,
really
no.
good. I saw him play.
Sirigu is a very good shot stopper, but he's not so good when the crosses come over to his area. He can't catch those. He generally punches those balls away. He can't catch crosses.
No, obviously I'm not comparing him with Buffon for sure, but the thing is that he's
a
as good
great-
as Joe Hart. He's as good as Joe Hart.
That would
He's a
be
very
interesting.
good reflex stopper, very good, great shot stopper, but he's very iffy in catching crosses.
But I
And
don't
another
think
thing I just want to add is that what you expect is not expected, because I expected Jackson Martinez to start for Colombia today, but he didn't. So
No,
and even
but
I
Gutierrez-
expected Javier Hernandez to start yesterday for Mexico, but he didn't. So
No,
like, you
see,
never
but
know.
I was expecting Baca to
I guess
start, but Martinez is in full form. He was not starting at all.
Yeah, but I was expecting. That's what I'm saying. I was expecting him, but
Yeah.
and same goes for Javier Hernandez yesterday. I was expecting him to start, but he came around like in 70 minutes or something like that.
Peralta in the Mexico team is more in form. In Manchester United, he didn't get chance Chicharito, so that's why he was on the bench. Same goes for Peralta. He was playing continuously, so the coach thought he should play. And in Colombian team, the best striker they have right now is Carlos Baca, the Sevilla striker.
Yeah, I know Carlos Baca. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
the Sevilla striker.
Yeah.
Jackson Martinez is in horrible form. Porto's it's in horrible form. Yeah.
And coming back to the England's lineup, according to me, I think both Sturridge and Rooney should not be starting today, because against Italy, England will need that extra midfielder who could keep the ball, keep the midfield compact, be aggressive, stop
Actually, you are
Gyanwar.
right, Adit. You are right. But I expect what I am expecting is Roy Hodgson to play 4-2-3-1. Henderson and Gerrard in center. Welbeck on the left. Mid Rooney behind Sturridge and right Lalana. That would be Roy Hodgson's team because he wants to get goals early.
Yeah, that's true. Even I agree on that part because he will be trying hard. He's gonna push to get a goal early. Like he's
That
not
could
gonna stay.
backfire too. That could
Yeah,
backfire.
yeah, I know.
Uh,
I know that too. Even I know that too. That's the reason I'm telling you, Roy Hodgson should have a plan B because, like, you never know what's gonna happen anytime. Because
his
last 2 3 matches have been crazy.
his
Like
plan B would go for Milner in second half. His plan B.
Yes, Milner
yeah,
Milner is in the squad and he is like available for tonight's game, and Milner is one of the very good choices for Hodgson actually because
Even
he knows
Sterling.
how to. Yeah, come again?
Even Sterling. Even
Yes, yes,
Sterling.
yeah, absolutely, yes. But Miller is somebody who can take the load out of the game, and he can be a very good, very good, effective, very effective player in the entire field, including the in the midfield, where yeah, Rooney or Sturridge needs much of a support to operate freely with the on the attacking third, because Miller is one of those players.
I told you my expected England lineup, but I would say what I want from England to do. That would be three in the center. That Barkley, Henderson, and Gerrard. This I want them. These I want these three to be in the center. What is happening?
I think I agree with you having three players in the center, but I would rather have Wilshere instead of Barkley, just to give that little bit of more experience in the midfield.
I think Barkley would be better because Barkley presses well, and the only downside about Barkley is his decision making in the final third.
he's also
That,
one more
that's
thing
the
that he
disputed
got a
box.
knack. Ross Barkley got a knack of scoring wonderful goals. Like
Yeah, wonder
he got a
goals.
knack, wonder goals. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
tacticians generally
yeah,
don't consider
and
wonder goals.
he have the ability to surprise, give you like a surprise, like out of nowhere, give a bam shot goal. Like he have those kind of attributes in him, so I think he could be a very good super sub. He and Raheem Sterling, these two,
Yes, yes.
both of them can be really good super sub. And
Uh,
I think Roy Hodgson will start with Henderson for sure. I think
Yes, yes. With
Stevie
Steven
G
Gerrard.
and yeah, Stevie G and Henderson is going to start for sure. But I want to see Ross Barkley and Raheem Sterling to come on
if I
later at some point of time.
Even me too, because Barkley has been one of these prodigies actually.
if
Although the team would, I personally think the team would start with Baines, Jagielka, Cahill, and Johnson in the defensive half, with the two in the middle of Gerrard and Henderson. They would have I personally I would like Daniel Welbeck on the left and then Lalani on the right, with Rooney up front, with Sturridge more up front than him, because Rooney and Sturridge is going to do the trick today. And obviously Sterling can come in later on, but and as well as Ross Barkley, because I think Ross Barkley would make it to the to his international match today, because Barkley would be doing very well, has been doing very well in the pre World Cup matches or whatever it is, and he's fond of those wonder goals.
I think Welbeck is not fit to start today.
Welbeck is not
So,
fit, so I
no.
expect Sterling to start.
Yeah, and talking about fitness, I was just going through the newspapers, and apparently
No, no, no.
Chamberlain
I
should be fit for the game today. So that should be interesting. See
And
Oxlade Chamberlain.
just saw Sky Sports
no,
link.
Chamberlain has been ruled out with a knee injury.
No, Chamberlain is no more.
Excuse me,
He's not in the question.
No. Chamberlain is not fit.
FIFA website.
Yeah, I just saw this Sky Sport link. Welbeck was fit to play this match.
even if he's fit to play, I would rather choose Raheem Sterling. Sorry, it's like we
I
know
think
what he did.
yes, I
And
know, but
okay,
Raheem Sterling could be
can
a
I
very good
predict? Can
super
I
sub.
predict England's starting 11 for a change? I England might, yeah.
Someone write the prediction.
Sterling might even start the game.
Yeah, Sterling. Yeah, you never know. Sterling might start
Gerrard,
the game, but
Henderson, Sterling, and Lallana might be the midfield.
yeah. And for I like Welbeck, maybe Welbeck will start. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
like
Sterling might start, and England.
anyone can start. Like
See,
Welbeck or
there,
Sterling. Or,
No,
there will, I think, Welbeck on the left or Raheem Sterling on the left. Rest will be the same as we had predicted.
England might bring a surprise and play a 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. They are expected to play 4-2-3-1 as Rooney behind Sturridge.
I don't know. England might. Yeah, Rooney
And
behind Sturridge in the middle, and on the left Lallana, and on the right Welbeck.
left Welbeck,
on the-
right
Yes,
Lallana.
yes,
Be
absolutely.
like a diamond up front, and
Yeah,
in
diamond
the
up
middle.
front, yeah. It would be middle of Gerrard and Henderson.
Yes, middle would be like that'll be
Yeah,
one of
Gerrard
the
and
good
Henderson will be right
combination.
in the middle, and the back four might be Johnson, Cahill, Jagielka, and Bain.
Rest are useless.
And the back four might be Johnson, Cahill, Jagielka, and Baines.
that was a good one. That was a good one. Rest are useless.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely useless. Like they're just in this squad because England needs to name 23 people.
Yeah, that was a good one. But honestly speaking, give a general prediction. Like, do you guys, any one of you guys, like, really expect England to win the World Cup?
I do.
No,
Personally, I do.
no. Never, no chance.
Like, till what stage you
I would
expect?
love to see.
No.
I would love to see Gerrard lift the trophy, but realistically, there is a very small chance of England actually winning the World Cup this year.
See, England's chance depends on if they get out of the group stage. They have a group with Uruguay, Italy,
If I
and
compare England with Uruguay, I would still edge England more than Uruguay because, like, I don't like Suarez is I think still injured, right? Like,
No, Suarez is fit, but he won't be playing today.
Oh yeah, and Cavani. Like, if you
Cavani
look at
for
them,
none.
like squad, right? Like Uruguay squad.
See,
I don't
talking
think
about
they have-
talking about Uruguay squad, I don't think many teams have brought two strikers who have more than 40 goals in between them. See,
Yeah.
see, Kerinson, Cavani, and Suarez put together have more than 40 goals between them.
Oh, I
Not
thought
many
we could put back the Premiership or whatever the season they had because this is something of a different arena overall.
See,
But
Uruguay,
that does determine
Uruguay,
the form, right? That shows how informed those two strikers are.
Uruguay was the
moment.
best in Copa qualifiers. Okay, then was Colombia. So I am expecting England not to qualify from the group stage.
And Colombia were very dominant, and there was a very sweet goal in that match. Did you guys see that? It's a very sweet goal.
If someone asks me who's going to qualify from this group,
I
I don't
hope
know
England finishes last in the group.
that hardly would help because I think England's going
Costa Rica, they can't lose to Costa Rica, man. They can't lose to Costa Rica.
Any predictions for today's match?
Low scoring game.
They might draw to Costa Rica.
My prediction would be low scoring game. England might nick it, but favorites would be Italy.
Predictions, please.
Draw. I'm going for a draw.
Draw the score.
1-1, 0-0. One of them.
1-1 or 0-0. Okay. Aditya.
2-1 England.
Yeah, I'll go for 2-1 England as well.
I would predict.
Anjanda.
I would predict a 2-0 win for Italy.
Okay, and
I would
Anjanda?
say I say 2-1 win for England, but because It's a crazy World Cup so far. It has been crazy.
Okay,
So
okay. So
Okay,
no one is going for outright win of England.
okay,
Nobody is
sure,
going.
Shorodin.
That's a 2-1, 2-1 England.
Okay, I would go for a like 2-0 win for England itself, and maybe like one
I
would be
say
a
2-0.
I wish a 2-0 win for England, like absolutely, no, nothing else.
I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out to be a high scoring game with both teams just deciding to, no one knows what's going to happen.
That if it does happen to be a high scoring game, it will be probably because like of the defensive mistakes. Like two teams
Yeah.
don't really have that kind of an attack which can score like 3 or 4 goals today.
I
I
still,
expect a very low scoring game, below 3 or 2 goals, below 3 goals at least.
I still think England have the pace to
The
damage.
thing which surprises me is that England supporters are very critical about England's chances. I'm very surprised that you people being very, very optimistic about England breaching the Italian defense like anything and being a high scoring
No,
match. And
can I say
I am
something?
surprised.
Can I say something?
हाँ,
There
मतलब
is a
बोलो,
certain
बोलो,
guy.
बोलो.
There is a certain guy named Wayne Rooney who has the equivalent capabilities like Robin van Persie, and it's a World Cup. You never know what's going to happen. He can give a like 40-yard streamer, or he can give a outstanding header, or a
You can't count
volley.
Sturridge out either
Can
because
just
he had
mesmerize,
an amazing goal against West Bromwich where he chipped the ball from the wing into the top corner of the net.
Absolutely, and
Honestly,
Sturridge can do that as well.
he's
Sturridge
a
has been
magician.
Okay, I would like to say just one thing to this. First thing, I'm a United supporter myself, so I would love Rooney scoring. But this is not the English Premier League. This is the World Cup, and you're against quality Italian defense.
That's why I'm saying it's an
Yeah,
Italian
old.
defense.
You mean the
No
old
matter which
quality
Italian
Italian defense who are
they have
old?
no capacity.
The other name for being experienced, they're old. You want to mean that?
I'm not saying they're old. I'm saying they're
You
quality.
you would term them as experienced, right?
I would not tell them. I would not ask. It's they are not very experienced, but they are good defenders. You are not playing someone.
Gary Cahill,
It's-
Jagielka are also good centre backs. Just saying.
Absolutely,
FYI.
absolutely.
Yes. They defend against Southampton and they defend against West Brom. Good.
Defend against Southampton.
And who
defend
do
against
the Italian defenders defend against? Genoa.
No. Didn't the Gary Cahill play the match against Liverpool? Oh, yes, we parked the bus. I'm a Chelsea supporter. We parked the bus. We parked the bus, man. Gary Cahill parked the bus. Still, we like. How can you say they are not a good centre back? Don't contradict, man. Come on. We parked the bus. I'm a Chelsea supporter. We parked the bus. Yes, we do. Then how?
But that is what you people
say?
do. Okay, that is not wrong because you
No,
need
no,
to
no,
win
no, no,
matches
no,
or
no.
you need to get out
we
points
are
with the match.
we are deflecting from the subject. We have to we have to discuss the national teams, not the clubs we support.
Absolutely.
Okay, so like I think I just saw a chat in 3 minutes it will be wrapped up. So
And it's
like
11:55 almost.
one by one, let's give a last feedback whoever you support like England, Italy. So for England, I'm rooting for them to win them. 2-1 is my prediction. Rooney screamer. I'm expecting aag laga de bhai Rooney. Even though I'm a Chelsea supporter, either Rooney or Ross Barkley, any one of them will work it. Okay, pass it to
Okay,
Amadi
Aditya, with you.
Okay.
Lampard will start, I guess.
No. Lampard won't be coming in also. So
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
that's fine. Okay, my prediction, as I said, Italy won't be playing with the width. 4-3-2-1 formation. I have told you, they want to fit in as many midfielders they can, because they don't have a quality wide players. Insigne is good, but not experienced. So I don't expect Prandelli to start him instantly in the World Cup like this. So I'm expecting Italy to just get a goal and wrap. Uh, just expect Italy to score one goal and wrap the thing up. 1-0 to Italy, or it's a draw. Bas.
Okay, Aditya.
I think
I
the goals
think-
today will come from set pieces to both sides because both teams are very good set pieces. Mm, I guess it will be 2-1 to England, and one. It will depend on how good the finishing is today.
Okay,
How
cool.
England's finishing that is.
Yeah. Aditya, what's about yours?
First thing I'd like to say is Gary Cahill, according to me, is the best centre back in the world at the moment, and England have the ability and the legs to outrun the entire Italian squad. So I'd go for 2-1 win for England because I
I'm a
just
Chel-
can't see the
I'm a
Italians
Chel-
be
I'm a
able to
Chelsea fan. You told I'm a Chelsea fan. You said Cahill is the best centre back in
Gary
the
Cahill
world.
is the best centre back in the world. Okay, that's headlines.
Okay, and maybe like something for me to say. I would say a win for England, screamer from Rooney, as Anjanda said. And at the end of the day, I would say, am I okay? Am I just visible on the chat window?
Yes, you are. You are.
Okay,
No.
so I would say this. Up three lines.
Up three lands.
Okay,
Don't
so
say
my
go go
prediction
menu.
is left, I
Don't
guess.
say go menu. Please don't say that.
Okay,
No,
my
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say up three lines. Maybe I could have said Hail the Queen or whatever it is, but up three lines.
Please.
okay,
Yeah.
my prediction is left. I would say a 2-0 victory for Italy or a 2-1 for Italy. 2-1 or 2-0.
Yes,
Okay,
2-1.
if Italy wins 2-1, I would like make this happen like in this way. Injured Balotelli would be good for you, or maybe a red carded Pirlo.
Pirlo doesn't
Nothing.
get a red
Pirlo
card.
is not one to get a red card.
Okay, that
I
that must
hope.
be too much optimistic for me or for you.
Yeah, I hope all of you out here. I hope all of you
Another
out here get a
another thing.
100 after the match.
Another thing I'm telling you. Watch Virati today. Watch Virati. Virati
Forza
will
Yeah,
make.
Virati is a good. Virati is.
Verratti.
But
Watch Virati.
Virati is.
Virati will.
Consistent for PSG to make
Can I say something? Sorry, can I say something? I saw Virati play. I follow a lot of PSG matches. Virati is what do you call? He's good player. He's a decent player, but he's not world class. Sorry, in my opinion, he's not world class.
He's
He
young
will.
and he has been
He
he can
is
only
20
improve.
years old. He is 20
Yeah,
years old.
he's
He will be world class. He is one of the
that is
best
what I'm saying. He's
passers.
been decent, like he said, and he's been decent for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he will be
Like
world
he can
class.
only
He is
improve.
one of the best passers in the world right now. One of the best passers.
Even when David Beckham had his spell in PSG, he praised Verratti a lot. He's very highly of
Virati, watch Virati today. I'm telling you, player to watch is Virati today.
But I will be
Okay.
the only player I will be watching is Pirlo. Sorry. The only player I will be watching is Pirlo. Sorry about that.
Pirlo
The
is
whole
very.
world would be watching the referees. I think so. The performance has been like much of a worse. You know what? The goals that is considered like the goals after the goal they show the goal line technology whatever it is and they can't know they don't know what's an offside. Anyway, let's not go into that. I hope the referees do
I
perform well
expect
and
Calciopoli today.
absolutely you do.
Okay, guys. I think we should wrap up the show now.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining.
It was really nice talking to you guys. It was really
yeah,
nice talking to you guys.
it was nice
Hope-
here in here too.
Yeah, I will be.
was a
I will
pleasure.
be back again in 2-3 days. I will be back in 2-3 days. So yeah, and Bray, Palit, let's come for the Brazil, man. We need to be together. Palit, we need to be together for Brazil, man. Please.
Exactly.
Come with the-
Thanks Football 90 for the chance. We'll hope we meet soon.
Anjanda,
Yeah. Lannister, bro, Lannister. Go Lannister. Okay, bye guys.
Okay,
Bye guys.